I'm male. I'm so male that you stupid conservatives would have no idea. You wouldn't even clock me. I was standing next to you at the urinal.
Dude, I would be able to tell that you were trans at the urinal because you would be peeing on your feet. Hey guys, welcome back to another Normal Gays React video. I'm Brad Polumbo here with TikTok extraordinaire Clarkson. Lawson, Clarkson, how do you respond to being misgendered? Do you film yourself melting down, as one does?
Yeah, you got to get that creator fund money.
The only people who have ever misgendered me are woke people who like try to prove a point. They're like, you won't use non-binary people's pronouns? Well, we're going to call you she, her. And I'm like, okay, I don't care.
I
Wow.
used to get misgendered at the McDonald's drive-through a couple times.
Oh, when they only hear your voice.
I'll be honest. There's been a few times, but I just kind of play into it. I'll just raise my pitch. So then when I pull up to the window, they're like, what the
T. That's actually hilarious. Well, one creator named Sasha Allen, who identifies as a transgender man, responded to a comment being misgendered or told you are a woman in an interesting way. Let's watch that video of this. Honestly, it's kind of a crash out.
You're a woman. I may have been born female, which made me cool and emotionally intelligent, but I'm male. I'm so male that you stupid conservatives would have no idea. You wouldn't even clock me. I was standing next to you at the urinal. You're all too stupid. You're all too dumb. Give me any transphobic man in America. Every single last one of them. They were sitting at a bar and I sat down next to them and said, hey man, they would have no idea. But I'm a woman, right? And I should go into the women's bathroom. I'd be arrested, dumb. You guys are so stupid. You can't clock anything. You're so mad about trans people, you don't even see us. We walk right by you. You don't even know we're there because you're too stupid to clock it. You're a woman. No, I'm a boy with a puss. I'm the fantasy. I'm the blueprint. I'm the motherfucker in the stall next to you, in the bathroom, and you have no idea. We're washing our hands next to each other, and you look into my eyes. And then it's awkward. It's like the paper towels won't come out, and we're both standing there. And then we eventually like wipe our hands on our shirts and walk away from each other. And you have no idea that I'm transgender.
Okay.
What about the puss kind of ate?
TMI, but don't love the idea that that's the blueprint.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, this creator was calling everybody who can't clock him stupid. So does that mean that smart people can clock that you're trans? Like,
I don't know. I will say that I found the urinal anecdote funny because it's like, dude, I would be able to tell that you were trans at the urinal because you would be peeing on your feet.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, the thing about the bathrooms, I actually kind of agreed.
I absolutely think this person should be allowed to use a men's bathroom. Doesn't bother me at all. What I didn't like about this was the like, why are you crashing out at a random person's comment? Clearly that's coming from a place of insecurity.
Yeah. It's kind of like I've been on social media for a year and I've gone viral, but I'm not mentally equipped for it yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then the other thing,
crash outs, for sure.
The other thing that bothers me is this language of I am male, you are not. You are female. You're right. You are a trans man, which means you are biologically female. You cannot change that. Your biological sex is based on the structure of your reproductive system. Everyone's either structured towards the production of sperm or egg. Like that's the classical biological definition at the cellular level. You can change your external appearance. I agree that Sasha sort of passes like a guy. I would have no issues Sasha living that way, but don't literally tell us you are male. Like that's just not true. It's just like factually wrong. And I'm happy for you to be a person who's technically female, but who wants to live as if they're male and, fine, but don't like hit me over the head with a lie and demand that I accept it.
Yeah. And it's like, the whole idea behind being trans rests, or I guess the ideology that's being perpetuated rests on the fact that sex and gender are separate, but they
don't even use that anymore. They literally just deny sex's existence.
Yeah. And I think that's shifted over the years. I mean, I don't necessarily agree that they're separate. I think that they're connected in a way, but I will say, I kind of agree that conservatives do hyperfixate on this issue. As it's bigger than what it is. And I think that this creator has a point there, but it's hard to side with this creator because it's most obviously a crash out.
Well, And I agree that conservatives hyperfixate on trans people. I agree that right-wing media hyperfixates on them. I focus on them a lot because we're being dragged down by the trans part of the LGBT.
Right.
Like, so that's why I talk about it, right? But they also don't have to give the right so much ammunition, though. Like, they're the ones that are standing 10 toes down on transitioning kids, that ride and die for Leah Thomas. Like, they don't, they, the trans influencer goes to the Biden White House and flashes their fake breasts. Like, y'all haven't exactly minimized the ammunition for the right wing to go after you. Now, have you?
No, they played into it entirely. And I mean, there's always going to be crazy people on the internet. So there's going to be people who play into it, and there's going to be people who use that, and then it just becomes kind of like this vicious cycle. I think what we're doing specifically is a little bit different than, let's say, libs of TikTok, because you clean your house before you tell somebody else to clean theirs. And like it or not, we're in a community with these people. And I think it's important for us to represent sanity
Yeah.
in this cycle. But all that being said, I do think there is a point that a lot of conservatives kind of use trans issues as a scapegoat to avoiding other policy discussions that are necessary.
Yeah. No, I think there's truth to that, but I just think they give them too much to work with. Now, there's another video from this person that I do want to play and get your thoughts on. Let's listen to this.
This song is about Donald Trump and anybody that's stupid enough to support him. You talk about country in the same way you hold up the Bible in front of a crowd. Willingly blind and so full of pride, you don't notice it's upside down. A self-named savior, loyal disciples waiting on your beck and call. And you know that as long as you keep on talking, they won't see you don't care at all. You and your friends, all the frats and the fascists are all bowing down in the dirt. They surely know Jesus, say he'd have his visa and all of the right paperwork. And life is so precious and so predetermined, they'll kill anyone in their way. In their personal heaven, they'll have hell to pay.
I think he's pretty talented, and I kind of wish that he'd get offline.
But maybe stick to covers.
Yeah, like
Very talented, beautiful voice,
Yeah.
musically gifted. But like doing a song about how anyone who supports Trump is stupid is very condescending, very close-minded, not going to convince anyone. Then conflating like what? Deporting illegal immigrants, enforcing a border with fascists who kill anyone who gets in their way. Like, it's all just giving Delulu. It's giving hysteria and alarmism. And I just stick to covers. That's my take.
I think creativity is a representation of what you are consuming, and you create based off of that. And I think there are a lot of creative people who are chronically online who could contribute great art to the world if they would just put their phones down.
They really could. And some of the comments on this made me slightly concerned. So I'll read you a couple of these. One person said, "Thank you for sharing the music to help heal us during this struggle and revolution." Another person, "You better put this on Spotify to add to my hating Trump playlist." Thank you, Sasha. Art is a resistance. Keep writing and singing truth. I'm sorry, y'all, but if you find yourself in the position where you have a hating Trump playlist on Spotify, or you think that a TikTok song is contributing to revolution or resistance, you need to touch grass. You need to go outside. Politics has infected your brain, and you are clearly just drinking way too much of the propaganda and Kool-Aid, because things are rough in the country now, I will admit, in many ways, and toxic and divisive, but you're not, in fact, queer and frank.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think art is resistance when it is ambiguous and it reaches the people who need to hear it. Your art is not going to be resistance if you're just calling the people who need to hear it fascists that kill people.
And opening with "You're all stupid," by the way.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, art is resistance, but in a certain way, that resistance needs to be rooted in reality and also a little bit ambiguous. I don't know. It just seems, again, it's another crash out.
What do you guys think? Will you be adding this song to your anti-Trump Spotify playlist? I'm still not over that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't yet. And remember to check out Clarkson's channel linked in the description. And we'll be back with more normal gays content real soon.